Today we are going to be looking at truth. What is truth? Can it really even be known? Webster's defines truth as the body of real things, events, or facts, or being in accordance with fact or reality. To the person who says, well, there is no such thing as truth, well, is that statement true? Or what about, well, maybe it's true for you, but not for me? Well, is that statement true for only you as well, or for everyone? Today we're going to be teaching from a few different books. Case for a Creator by Lee Strobel, who has a master's degree from Yale. I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist by Dr. Norman Geisler and Dr. Frank Turek. And Tactics by Gregory Kukl, who has a master's degree from Talbot. In the late 18th century, philosopher Immanuel Kant claimed that you can't know anything at all about the real world. However, if Kant claims he can't know anything at all about the real world, the thing itself, then how does he know the real world is really even there if he can't know anything about it? Further, his statement is self-defeating, which means it fails to satisfy its own standard. Why? Because Kant claims that you can't know anything about the real world while asserting that he knows the real world is unknowable. Anytime you begin to deal with truth, you are going to encounter questions about morality, metaphysics, love, and yes, God, none of which can be tested under a microscope. To say that science is the only begetter of truth is a self-contradiction, because that statement itself, science is the only begetter of truth, cannot be tested by the scientific method. More on the scientific method in another video, but just know that that statement is a self-defeating philosophical assumption. Now that word philosophy gets thrown around in a lot of different circles to mean all sorts of quirky things, but we mean philosophy in the classical sense of the word, meaning finding truth through logic, evidence, and science. Something is worth believing if it's rational, supported by the evidence, and best fits all the data.
Now theists, people who believe that God exists, say that the universe had a beginning, while many atheists, people who do not believe that God exists, as well as pantheists, people who believe that everything is God, as Hindus believe, say that the universe is eternal. Well, did the universe have a beginning, or did it not? They can't both be true according to the law of the excluded middle, which says that something either is or it is not. Either Jesus rose from the dead or he did not. Either the universe had a beginning or it did not.
For those of us again who say science is the only begetter of truth, imagine if you wanted to collect all knowledge and put it into a box. Greg Kukl in his book Tactics calls it a truth box. Now, before anything can go into this truth box, it must first pass the scientific truth test. The problem is your project would never get started because some truths must be put into the box in order for science to even begin its analysis. Truths like logic and math must be put into the truth box, along with the basic reliability of our senses. Certain moral truths like report all data honestly must be put into the box, along with the entire scientific method, which must be put into the truth box before that method can be used to test anything else. See, science itself rests on philosophical presuppositions, without which you have no scientific method to test anything anyways.
You can't be a skeptic about everything, because that would mean you would have to doubt skepticism. Agnostics, those who are unsure whether God exists, and skeptics make the truth claim that truth can't be known, yet they claim that their view is true.
Now, religious pluralists, those who say, look bro, all religions are basically all the same, claim that you ought not question another's religion. But isn't that their religious belief, that all religions are all the same? And aren't they just as dogmatic and closed-minded as the rest of us speaking out in the public square? Because they want everyone who disagrees with them to come to their conclusion. And why are they trying to push their religious beliefs on all of us? I mean, that's not very tolerant of them. So to sum up this video, yes, truth can be known. Again, to make this truth statement that truth cannot be known is to say that that statement itself is true. So if truth can be known, then what is true? Check out our videos for these answers and more. And if this video has impacted you, go ahead and follow us on YouTube and the Twitter and Facebook links in the description of this video.
If this video has led you to the conclusion that this is the truth and you want to know more about Jesus, please go to our homepage at welcometotruth.com and click on the video at the top of the page that says, "Okay, now what?"
And if you want to learn more about this stuff, go check out our Christian Apologetics board game at welcometotruth.com. And no matter who you are, where you came from, or what someone else said to you, just remember, Jesus loves you.